What's up, YouTube? Got a yo-yo review to do today, and I guess an unboxing, too. This is the Dragon from the Zipline Strings Yo-Yo Company. So, those of you who know what Zipline Strings are, our good friend, Michael Moore, is the owner and operator of Zipline Strings. Makes some unique colorways and some kind of unique strings. Well, he's been trying to get a prototype of a yo-yo made for a while now. And so far, so good. Here it is. This is one of 7. Now, this is not mine. This belongs to my friend Dave. Dave McAvoy is a big yo-yo collector, and he is also a Pittsburgh guy. So, Dave had Drago send this to me. I'm going to give this back to Dave when I see him tomorrow. But without further ado, let's unbox this bad boy and check it out. So, I believe the idea behind this was to sort of take one of Drago's favorite yo-yos, which was the Beboo God of Death, which I hate. But Drago liked it, and he liked aspects of it. I think most of it had to do with, like, how it looked. Take that yo-yo and make a yo-yo that looked kind of like that, but didn't play like garbage. And truth be told, he did a good job. This is a great, like, this yo-yo plays really well. It's a hard H shape, and it really does improve on a lot of the things where I feel like the Beboo God of Death just failed miserably. First and foremost, let's talk about this blast finish and just this splash. This is called the Dragon Splash. It's like an orangish, reddish splash on black. It looks great. Really, really nice splash. I don't know if anybody's seen pictures of this, if I'm the first guy to sort of break this or what, but splash looks great. Really, really nice. The orange almost shimmers a little bit. Very cool. Very cool. It's got a nice finger spin dimple there. Finger spin's great. This is one of the best finger spin yo-yos I've ever tried. I haven't taken it apart, and we're not going to take it apart because it's not my yo-yo. I'm afraid the axle might be short, but maybe not. And it's only one of 7, so it's not like you can get it. But we're going to take a look at it anyway. It's sort of going to be an overview because this is the Dragon. This is the prototype. I just stuck a random red string on here because I got to give this back tomorrow. But there's a lot that I really like about this. I like H shapes. I think this is a lot better than the Beboo God of Death. So, you know, I really think that, you know, overall he did a nice job improving most of the things. The only thing, and I'll show you when we throw this around, is that I kind of wish the inside was a little bit more, and I say this on a lot of yo-yos, and especially a lot of like boutique yo-yos, where the string meets the gap. I kind of wish that was a little bit more of a even rounded over. It's not nearly as bad as the Beboo God of Death's is. That will like actually get stuck on the step. Like the string will actually get stuck on the step on that terrible yo-yo. But this does, if you hit it, it'll make a little click sound. And that's not saying this is the only yo-yo that does that. There's plenty of yo-yos that have that. And it doesn't get stuck there. It does round over into the gap and the string does fall right into the gap. Seeing as how this is a prototype, my suggestion would be just to give that a little bit more rounding over. Maybe even make it a little more matching to the way this step rounds over. I think that would actually make it, it would keep it just as aesthetically pleasing and sort of cyborg straight cut shaped, but it would actually perform a lot better because you got to figure the string has to interact with the gap of the yo-yo. So anything you can do to facilitate that being a smoother transition is always going to make for a better playing yo-yo. But let's go ahead and throw this around a little bit and then we'll do pros and cons. And we are back with the Dragon in the Dragon Splash. First thing you'll notice throwing this thing is it plays very H-shaped. Nice and light though, so you get that like nice stability, lots of rim weight because it's got a big rim and some good power, but it's light. So he really improved on the other problem that I had with the God of Death, was that it was also super heavy. Just way too heavy. It was just a big, honking, almost 70-gram yo-yo. And that weighs it too much. This, however, is nice and light. I would say it probably comes in around 66-ish grams. Maybe even a little less. It plays very nice. Get a little bit of that click, like I said, just from that edge in there. Grind's great. This is a great grind finish. Really, that's like 100% improvement from the God of Death. The great grind finish. Not much of a thumb grind lip, but if you kind of get it on an angle, just because it's a big enough lip, you probably, yeah, just got to get it on a lot of an angle to get that thumb grind. But otherwise, I mean, no complaints as far as finishes or grinds are concerned. Finger spins are, oh, come on. They're great, but that was probably the worst one I've had yet, because you can totally lock it in. So hold on. There we go. Yeah, this is like the finger spin yo-yo. This finger spin dimple is incredible. It's really, really a great finger spin dimple. I would say it kind of performs like the one on the wedge. Maybe even a little better than that. Really, really nice finger spin dimple. The response is good. The gap's a little wide for my tastes, but if you like Dragon Strings, he usually makes those a little bit thick. So I would imagine that this was the gap is the size it is to accommodate the Dragon Strings, which is fine. Like I said, overall, really, really good yo-yo. I think Drago did a really good job designing it. And if you got in on the prototype, I don't think that you're. I think it's good. Like, you'll be happy with it. The color's good. The yo-yo plays good. It grinds good. The finish is nice. It looks good. And you'll dig it, especially if you like hard H shapes. Like, you'll really dig it. But yeah, so let's go ahead. We will stick it on the desk, and I might take this apart. But maybe we should just see. What do you think? Yeah, let's take it apart, and then we'll do pros and cons. We're back on the desk with the Dragon String Yo-Yo Company, Dragon. I forgot to mention, this thing's dead smooth. Like, not a hint of vibe. Dead smooth. Perfection. Really, really nicely done. Alright, so let's take this thing apart. Gently. Okay. A little squeak there, but it doesn't come apart bad. Axle's not as short as I thought it was going to be, so that's good. Decently long enough axle. I wouldn't really worry about taking this thing apart. Center track bearing. Very nice. Spins good, spins quiet. No problems. The only thing, you can see that does slope down, which is good, but it's a little flatter and a little bit of a harder edge than I would like. I think just rounding that over or sloping it down a little bit more, that last step, I think would really kind of just take this from like, this is pretty good, to like, this is really good. It doesn't really get in the way. It really just kind of like, you kind of hear or feel like a click sound, but it doesn't really affect anything. But just because of the way it's shaped, you get a little bit of that. But that's really like would be my only thought. Otherwise, it's a cool shape, looks very cool. Plays well too. Usually yo-yos that kind of have this weird, well, like the BeeBoo God of Death, yo-yos that kind of have this weird cyborgy type shape, put back together nice too. So nice machining all around, nicely constructed. Plays really well. It's a good shape. It's a good size. Kind of, I would say, gives that little bit of a, like, how would I put it? It's like an H, but it kind of is shuttery to me. Like, if you were to take the shutter and make it a little bit more, a little lighter, and like a little more harshly H-shaped, a little more aggressive, kind of like that. You get a lot of rim power, and you get just a lot of stability, and it's really good. I like it a lot. I really like the finish a lot too, and I think the splash looks great. That like reddish orange really is a nice color. It really pops really well. So if you have jumped on a prototype, good for you. These are cool. So let's do pros and cons. Pros, grinds, finger spins, great. Like I said, probably one of the best designed finger spin cups I've ever seen. This isn't a copy of anything either. it's kind of cool because like you catch the bigger cup and then you can get it, like it'll kind of guide you into the smaller cup, and then you get really good finger spins out of it. Really nice, smooth, locked in finger spins, which is really great and really easy to do. Like it's you don't even have to like try. It's easy. Great grinds. It's a good shape for grinds too, with all those extra cuts and stuff and the H-ness. Plus the finish is it's perfect. It's that like powdery, smooth finish. Feels really nice. I like aesthetically, especially how he did with the splashes and the colors that he picked with this. I always thought that Drago used cool colors in most everything that he did. So I really kind of the Dragon String Yo-Yo Company, I expect to do really cool colorways. That's probably, in my opinion, going to be things that I'm really going to like about what he does, is that he's going to do some really cool colorways. So I think these are all going to look really good, and this prototype absolutely looks great. So huge plus there. Only cons, like I said, I really wish that was just rounded over just a hair. I think that would overall improve performance just enough. But I mean, otherwise, like this, it doesn't need it. Like this is a good yo-yo. And I wouldn't say, but I would say this would take it from good to great, in my opinion. But otherwise, I mean, it grinds good, it rejects good, it spins good, it doesn't get hung up anywhere really. Really just a nice yo-yo. Solid design, well done, Mr. Drago Moore. You, sir, have designed a nice yo-yo. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. There's links down in the description. I have to get this yo-yo back to my friend Dave, who has an awesome collection. Maybe we'll film some at Yo-Yo Club tomorrow. That will be fun. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.